The agenda the Supreme Court has now is, and put this in your head, that's what I'm saying, young Ghanaians, we should not allow this president, this EC, and the Supreme Court to take our democracy from us. They are destroying the democracy. What the Supreme Court plans to do with this case in court is simple. They are planning, one, to hear the case behind closed doors. That is what the Supreme Court is planning to do. The Supreme Court is planning to make sure this case is heard behind closed doors. Two, the Supreme Court is doing everything possible to make sure this case is not shown live on TV. Three, the Supreme Court knows that if they open up and say it's an open court and that we can call all witnesses to come in a box, they are protecting Jane Mensah. The Supreme Court is protecting Jane Mensah because they know that if Jane Mensah walks into a box, she will fumble, she will expose the precedent, and she will expose what they did to make Akufo-Addo win the elections. So for the Supreme Court is doing one thing. What they are trying to do right now is they are trying to call everything behind closed doors. We are not going to do this thing in an open court. We are going to make sure it is done. And they have already taken the decision. We need to push for this court, for us to all see and hear. The petitioners and whoever is involved, we need to watch it live like the way we watched 2012. So the agenda of the Supreme Court, the Enin Yeboah Supreme Court, is one, they are trying everything possible to go behind closed doors, and then they will say that, you know what, NDC, we have thrown out your case. Now, because you did not see what happened behind the behind the closed doors, you wouldn't know how to attack the story. You wouldn't know how to explain it, because then they call everybody behind closed doors and say, hey, NDC, your case is foolish. Let's throw it out, because they are saving somebody. That is the plan of the Supreme Court. Now, they don't want this thing to be shown on TV, because they want to protect Jane Mensah. They know that if Jane Mensah is exposed publicly on national TV, everybody is going to see that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo robbed Akufo-Addo, stole the election. Jane Mensah stole the election for Akufo-Addo. And we Ghanaians should not. From tomorrow, there should be a demonstration across the nation that this election, we have to hear this petition on live TV. We all have to see everything by ourselves. The Supreme Court judges sitting there, they don't own Ghana. It is us. We voted. We want to see whatever went in. We want to see what Akufo-Addo says, Mahama says, and Jane Mensah says in court. From tomorrow, we need to push this, because the Supreme Court has become so political that they want to protect an autocratic leader. If the Supreme Court is not hiding anything from Ghanaians, if the Supreme Court is not political, if Enin Yeboah says his credibility is more important, he should open this case up for every single person to come to court and let us watch everything on TV. The same way John Mahama allowed the 2012 petition to happen on TV for the world to see. Our Supreme Court today has become the backbone of this corrupt precedent. They want to protect Jane Mensah. They know that Jane Mensah cannot defend the crime she has committed. And we should not allow that. They are just Supreme Court judges. We are the people. From tomorrow, we should start getting the street. We should start marching. We need our democracy back. At least, if it is open, everybody hears, and we know the final verdict, then we can all sit and say, yes, we have accepted it. But nobody should go behind the doors, bully some people because they think they have to carry out the mandate of Akufo-Addo and make sure Akufo-Addo wins. No. The election does not belong to Akufo-Addo. Jane Mensah works for the people, and she needs to account to we the people, not the Supreme Court. So this issue should not be settled behind closed doors, and that is the first agenda of the Supreme Court. Imagine today we have Supreme Court judges who are involved in money laundering. Go to TikTok lane. Yes, there's a Supreme Court judge who embezzled $300,000 with his partner. Today he even sat on the Amewu case, a Supreme Court judge involved in money laundering. He should come out and say, I'm lying. There is a Supreme Court judge in 2012. Not in 2012, when the Benjamin, what's this policeman's name? Kofi Boakye, a Supreme Court judge, called another Supreme Court judge and said, Kofi Boakye is my friend, so let him go. The next day, that judge sat on the case and cleared. I say, you people, we are here. This case has to be heard outside. Every single individual should listen, should hear whatever comes out. If we allow them to take our democracy from us, we will bleed. We will die one after the other, because now Akufo-Addo will believe that he has been fully given the ammunition to destroy us. It is important. And we have to do this. We need to hit the street. We need to demonstrate. We need to stop the Supreme Court from hearing this thing behind closed doors. Because the agenda is when they go behind closed doors, they will bully the NDC lawyers and then push through everything and say, we have thrown the case away. We didn't see anything in it. We all want to see. If Enin Yabua, the Chief Justice, wants us to know he's a credible Chief Justice, he's not political, he does not go to Akufo-Addo every day, he is not there to serve Akufo-Addo's interest, he should make sure the case is heard on TV. Every single individual in Ghana should see it. The same way a democratic leader like John Dramani Mahama allowed every single thing on TV for every single Ghanaian to hear. If Enin Yabua, the Chief Justice, is not a political foot soldier, if he's not there in the interest of Akufo-Addo, he should let this happen. We all have to watch this on TV, and it's not negotiable. It should happen. Don't negotiate for anything else. Sit on TV, do it, embarrass yourself, and give the case to NDC, MPP, and say NDPP won. We all there here. We saw it. The world saw it. That is what we want. If you say you are not a political judge. That is why from the beginning I said the NPP, Akufo-Addo, and the EC, they have one teacher, and the one teacher is in the Supreme Court. He's guiding them what to do. But we are the people. We are the people. We don't work for the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court works for the people. And at this point, we the people went to vote, and we the people have to hear what happened. Because we pay the EC, we pay the president, and we pay the Supreme Court. So why is the Supreme Court preventing us from seeing what our money did? Why is the Supreme Court preventing us from seeing what we stood on the Constitution to make sure that we elect a leader? Why is the Supreme Court being the barrier? Is the Supreme Court now protecting criminals? Because I saw the Supreme Court to be a transparent court that at the end of the day serve the people with justice. Today the Supreme Court has been a barrier. It has been the firewall. Protect criminals. We need to open that firewall. Let every single individual hear, see. Then we make the judgment ourselves. From tomorrow, we should pay attention. We should not allow the Supreme Court to take this decision. That's what I'm saying. The marches, if the Supreme Court does that, the marches will come to their homes. Then everybody needs 1,000 soldiers to protect them. If the Supreme Court decide to take decisions in the interest of Akufo-Addo, we will bring the march to your homes. We will bring it to the Supreme Court. The country will not see the peace again because we are the people. We are the people and justice has to be served. Nobody's saying open the court, let everybody come in and you have to vote, make sure Mahama wins. We are not saying that. We just want justice to be served. Justice to be served. Nobody says Supreme Court, no matter what, let Mahama win. We don't care about that. We want to see the credibility of each and every single judge sitting up there. The way they think, the way they analyze issues, how patriotic they are and how original and honest they are with the law. We don't want people to go hide behind doors and come tell us their mind. We didn't put the Supreme Court together as a behind-the-scenes court. We put the Supreme Court together to be an open, honest, just court that we the people can trust in. The Supreme Court has become a party foot soldier section, Goro boys calling politicians to vote against Speaker of Parliament. This is how low the Supreme Court has come. And we the people will not stop this. We will push. And if you're a human being sitting up there and you don't want the people's interest, the people to show you they don't want your interest. It is very important because we have been sitting here allowing these things to go on for too long. There's precedent. There was the same court case in 2012. We all heard it. We all saw it. We all were part of it. Today we want to be part. Why are some individuals preventing us, the people who take care of you, to see what our future is? Nobody is against anybody here. Nobody is sitting on a platform to say, if you sit on this case, let Mahama win. That is not our cause. Our cause is to make sure justice is served and our democracy is protected. That is why we are here. So if you're a Supreme Court judge sitting there thinking that it is behind the scenes, you are behind the scenes Supreme Court because of the interest of somebody, that's why you are there. Remember, after that, you meet us, the people. I always say that we Ghanaians are not mad. We are not stupid and we are not timid. I keep saying what happened in 1982 might repeat because those people in 1982 did not apply the law. They were being selective. We don't want the Supreme Court to be like that. We are people. We can change. And we can change for the better, or we can change to be monsters. You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Ekobe Taylor. After this short break, we will take phone calls.
A time came in the life of the people of Israel when Joshua died, there was no leader to continue the leadership legacy and continue leading Israel. It was a moment of difficulty and a moment of chaos. It was a moment of confusion and disorder. In the days where there was no king, everybody did what was right in his own eyes. He goes to your farm and likes your farm and produce, and it's time for harvest, he will harvest. You don't have the strength, he will gather people to beat you up, he will pack everything and leave. Everybody was doing what was right in his own eyes. No law was working, no law and order was working. Police institution has broken down. Law and order has broken down. Government institutions are broken down. Total confusion and chaos. Lawlessness and disorder. You can insult the judge and go scot free like we are seeing in Ghana. And Deborah said, I saw this going on, and at a point in time, something stirred up in my soul as a woman. And somebody was telling me, you are a woman, you can't do anything. The men are sitting down, they can't do anything. What about you, the woman? Be quiet. Deborah said, something stirred up in my soul. And I said, I can't watch and see this happening. Somebody should rise up. And Deborah said, until I rose up and I became a mother of this nation. And I said, this nonsense must stop. When you hear the children in the house, total confusion, fighting and scattering, and they are scattering things and breaking things, people will be passing by. And sometimes you hear our elders asking, because our elders believe that if there is an elder in the house, this nonsense cannot continue. Our elders believe that if there is this fighting in-house fighting and breakages and lawlessness would not happen. So they always ask, because the presence of Onukpa in the Shia calls for order, calls for discipline, calls for law abiding. So I'm asking the question, with the lawlessness in our country, with the disorder in our country, with the impunity going on in the country, the Onukpa Beshialo number one are the Christian churches, councils in the country. What are they doing?
All right, welcome back to the show. Hello, caller.
Also, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Because they are supposed to as a group for judge try to drive MP to vote where he don't want to vote. How can this happen in Ghana? A Supreme Court judge to compromise like this. Tell me, baby, and then young Kasayasru, because Minu Kasabia, Mikoka, baby, I mean, Nima Abia, who to Demuna, Ubima, by Yasi member for. Therefore, we are not in Banana Republic. Yet, that's wrong. Omu police, Pona, and the Boyko, Petition, Easy Boss, no, Omu, Omu, Fine. Yet, that's wrong. The police believe 3-1-1. Omu Nina, they are compromised by the Akufadu Gabi. And to Ubi and Timin Kasa. That Christian Council Nimus, mi Prau, Kasau, Famos, the town. Yeah, Imams knew one. Now, yes, Christian Council. Yeah, Imams to make a information no more Ghana, dear no more. Say, Tija, say, ever after Tianina. Now, I don't know Musomuya, Omaya, I don't know Musu. Not if you know your mamma was moved. Bibia Pania Prato Omukata, I don't know Musikata, because almost will say, ever home.
Thank you, Sako.
Government we are.
Thank you, Papa Sako. All right, thank you. All right, that was Sako. Hello, caller. Yes, take a call for just 10 minutes and then. Hello? All right. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Mr. Kevin, I'm in Shirapa, Michia, when what you for pa. May come as a share, Bra Kevin, Supreme Court asem we hear that we. Me kura me te ha me nye law metumi adi. Dia na NDC for complaining. NDC for complaining say abana ye koto ye no. Transparency anya dwuma. The same thing na European Union observers they atudwa. Supreme Court NDC for complaining say abana ye koto ye no. Baby the 30 man Baby, they said, talk to him. Baby, no more. So you also, what they are soldier for being intimidating. It's more we are. I dare no more complaining about happy or parliament. About the seat our parliament. Now, me tears, I ain't quite radio be so justify, sir, or no Jimmy or justify, sir, I dare buy, or a lawyer to the MPP party. Can you imagine this? Now, Ubanyan kwasi afonso mo support to saadi we. Na media can say make Supreme Court judges say obia nka say de wo kan say yemu mama nya sa no obia ka obia pese ye ebeye adwuma. Number 2, me send warning we say de now de ma abamba be ni mpanimfo ndisi fo mpanimfo no. Kevin, how many times na wu sababen ogina ho support to MPP NDC media campaign?
No.
How many times? Omo de donia kumapa and the year juma time babu achibeto abano. Enya love ntia eye party nti and omo gina ya omo ye saade no. Omo ye saade no na babe no wo fie me no gina ho watch ndi se ba na soja fo ne ko ho no mo kokuma fo na nka onde nka no nka ho enti mesra no onkon ye busiasem na chairman sabosu na me ba no so se na danfo Babin, Senator Funana, and think of Becca busy for a bribe, no more to aba. And as a Sam Walker, or no about Kufuya Bab on Tays there, and this is one to aba, no more consensus on Omoja Banuma, Babin. Nancy Men's is so. Let us say,
hello, caller. Hello. Hello. All right. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
More official pass. I mean, a more who buy over Jumaswa, Obama, Yassiman, and the Ghana mine. Kaka mekane say, Yami and show baby. They say, Unum say now was bravo. And communicators, one of this monitor the Yomo program. I mean, Kaka mekane say, the best friend this is from 24. Parliament to one more grano, more move on Koyayo, and send a Usikane, and ya sorry na yakwa no ho. There's the MPP for no, or Mudini no most son but Subano and Agrina don't kinagrin pat. The best Romo, or Mokobo or mine white a padium by. Then yet to Subium the best or my mumping for no, more for Munai form, as a near also say or mine, and yet to.
Sorry, I just lost him. Hello, caller.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The echo, you for too much.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost for too much. But you have to sit down, cool our heads down, and plan something.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a killing ground. A Kuwado himself is killing ground. Okay. He says, you know, what do you do? He doesn't care. Na nipana oshe ina eche de kutupano. Christian cancer no sa sebi ome obato amajuna ma nkrama no. Okay? I don't even know how to put it. Nura na majira ena de chima sorry. Okay? Na said we can work as nyina and this is for no. They should tell me how darkness can compromise with light. Okay? So muko na so muko say ebusuya tell no can turn your gods back on them. Okay? Na besrewa sa Christian council for no. Omo baby kura mpake. Ni eduru no. Sa Supreme Court no my imagine no. Omo twero me yikuto mo dada. Na Yakupon bebo omo nyeme nyina to egu.
Thank you, boss. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. I'll do that. Hello. Hello. 5 minutes to 6 here. 5 to 11 in Ghana. Yes. Let me pick three more calls and then we can call it. Hello. All right. Okay. Yeah, so that's the issue. Obia no for someone. Jack. No, hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kevin, thanks. Yeah. you're doing very great. What you said is actually the whole thing. We should never allow these proceedings to be held behind doors. That is the only thing we have. It should be held in the public. We should see it as we saw it in 2012. We don't want anything other than that. The NDC should organize that we, the people, let the court know we are not going to hear what they are planning within indoors. We want to hear it outside. One thing at a time. Our demand now is that we should have the hearing public. We can be witnesses. Justice is to be seen, to be done.
Yeah.
It's not to be only heard. So we would see that they have judged well and we have seen the verdict. But we shouldn't allow anything inclusive. It should be done in the public. That should be the first thing, the first demand, the first point for going out to the street. We need just one thing at a time. The hearing must be public. It should never be closed. It should never be closed. And I think that is what everybody should take home today. From everything you said, everything you have done, the only thing we should all take home today, the hearing should be public. That is the only demand we need now for today, tomorrow, and the days to come.
Thank you very much.
If you hear us loud enough, the hearing should be public. We would never settle for anything less than that.
All right. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. All right. Okay. Let me pick one last call, and then we can end the show. Hello. Hello. All right. Hello, caller. Hello.
Yes. Good evening,
Good evening, sir.
Germany.
All right. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a bit faster. Today, I'm just glad about what you speaking about this Kotoko team.
Yeah.
You know, because if you have a good management in the Ghana teams, people don't know it's going to generate a lot of income for the Ghana. So I think if a lot of people would start hitting on that Ghana soccer, it's going to change the face of Ghana sports in general.
All right, boss.
You know, so I'm glad you're hitting on that point.
Thank you very much.
Secondly, Bulldog, I'm going to hit a Bulldog. I think Bulldog is just a victim of that video he produced. So don't forget, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just a victim of that video. So I think, so that is it. Have a good night.
Have a wonderful night. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, that's it. No more calls. So, that's the issue. The court hearing should be in public. Nobody should agree to that. Nobody. And then if we are going to destabilize everything, then we start everything afresh. It will be because justice should be served openly. Justice must be served openly. The Supreme Court cannot decide what we want. What we want is justice, and we want to be part of that justice. We want to be part of that process. And how do we become part of the process? By watching, listening, and all of us becoming witness. It is important that we, the Ghanaians, the 30 million Ghanaians, we all become witness to this history, because it is important that nobody's right is suppressed. We have to understand that when justice is denied, when people are denied justice, at the end of the day, it turns out to be very chaotic. And I don't think the Supreme Court is there to serve chaos in Ghana. The Supreme Court has to do a simple thing. Call the case, open the cameras, let us all sit in our homes and watch every single statement said by the petitioner and said by those who are also involved in the case. We should not take anything behind the door, behind closed doors. Why is the Supreme Court trying to rule on this case behind closed doors? What is there? What are they hiding? Why is Enini Yabua? Why are you people forcing to make sure this case is heard behind closed doors? We don't want that. The good thing is there's been precedents before. In 2012, it was on TV. Every single individual watched it. This time is not different. We have the same people. We need to watch it. We need to see the Supreme Court judges, what they think, how they voted, what the questions they ask. It is important to shaping our democracy. We cannot be left out of this. This is very important. This is a turning point in our democracy. We cannot be left out. We the people. The Supreme Court should understand that they work for we the people. They don't work for themselves. The Constitution is there to protect all of us, and that we cannot be left behind for a few men to sit in a room and say this is what we all have to swallow. Nobody is on this platform saying that Chianechi or hook by crook or crook Mahama should win the court proceedings. No, the court case. The law must be applied. Justice has to be served. If it is on camera, we will all know who was lying and who isn't. So, to be very honest with you, we should not, and this should be the message from now, we should not allow this. We need to hear what happens. We all have to be part of this justice. I don't know who in their right senses will say what you are saying doesn't make sense. What I'm saying is it makes sense to every rational human being. We all have to be part of this justice moving forward. So, Enini Yeboah cannot say that this case should be heard behind closed doors. The moment he does that, then it means he is the person. The Supreme Court is the one against the people. I'm saying that if the Chief Justice stops us, deny us from being part of this process, this democratic process, it means the enemy of the people is the Supreme Court, because the